right. Well, welcome to Chat with Chet Miller. I am Chet. And with me, I have Paul Kraus. How are you, buddy?
Oh, good. How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for coming on and chatting here.
Oh, absolutely. My pleasure. This
Yeah.
has been a lifelong dream to be on your podcast.
Thanks. All right. So you have, I love the background of you. Like, you have, how long were you in the Army for?
21 years and 2 months.
21 years and 2 months. Well, thank you for your service, first of all.
Thank you.
And you were in your Afghanistan veteran hat.
Mm-hmm.
So you were an Afghanistan veteran.
Yes.
All right, we're going to get into that a little bit. All right, and you grew up in Pittsburgh. We're going to get into that. And yeah, all right. So, yeah, let's start with Army. Why not, right?
Yeah, why not?
It's a good spot to start. When did you go in?
I enlisted, I signed up on August 15th, 1994.
August, okay, 94.
It was a Wednesday. I
Wow.
remember everything about that day. It was a Wednesday.
That's a heck of a memory.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing I'd done in my life up until then.
Yeah.
And then I shipped out for basic training on November 1st.
Now, was
Same year.
anything going on? Like, it wasn't like 9/11 or anything like that, because that was obviously 7 years later, but...
No, there wasn't really much going on in the
Just
world.
Recruiter came in, and you're like, yeah.
Well, kind of. I wasn't a very good student.
Okay, I'm familiar.
I was pretty bad.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And my senior year, literally like 4 days before graduation, I found out I wasn't graduating because I was 0.5 credits shy
Dang.
of the state mandatory
Yeah.
or whatever. And they didn't tell me until the very end, like literally 4 days.
What'd you have to do, get your GED?
No, I went to summer school.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I just went to summer school over the summer so I could get my diploma.
Wow.
But I wasn't allowed to graduate with my class. I couldn't go to the ceremony and
Oh,
all that. Yeah.
that happened to one of my friends, too. Yeah, I ended up, my senior year, I had to take night classes.
Oh,
Yeah, I failed a couple classes in high school. I was not a good student.
yeah. Well, we get that in common.
Yeah.
Yeah. I made the mistake. It was funny as I could have taken like the simplest of electives, like extra like home ec classes my senior year.
Right.
I took physics.
Wow.
Yeah, like a total dumbass.
Yeah. Yeah, physics is a...
And I failed
Although-
it. That was the credit I didn't get.
Right. Although now you'd probably like do really well at it, I imagine.
no.
No, still no.
No, still
No, still no physics. All right, so you joined in 94.
Mm-hmm.
And where'd you do your basic training? Benning?
Fort Jackson, South Carolina.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Wow, normally I hear the Fort Benning, right?
Yeah, Fort Benning. There was like the basic training was several, like if you were MOS specific, like infantry goes to Fort Benning.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And tankers would go to Fort Knox,
Yeah,
Kentucky, and field artillery would go to Fort Sill,
Oh, okay.
Oklahoma. The regular, like the general,
Yeah.
General support type MOSs would go to either Fort Jackson or Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri.
Cool.
So mine just ended up being Fort Jackson.
Fort Jackson.
Yeah. So I was down there from, 1 November till like right before Christmas, and they sent everybody home for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Which was really nasty to do to us because you're right in the middle of training, and you do a 2 week break to see
Yeah.
what life was like outside the army, and then
yeah.
go right back to it.
Oh. So what was basic training like back then? Because I assume it's a bit different now.
It is a lot
30
different. Yeah.
30 years later?
Well, no cell phones. There wasn't any cell phone. There was no internet back then.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was
That makes a lot of sense, yeah.
It's
Internet was very, very new back then.
yeah, and like really unheard of. I mean, even computers.
It was a dial-up.
Even yeah.
God, it was terrible.
But I would say it was different.
Okay.
But I was kind of used to a little bit of that regimented lifestyle. My dad was a Marine,
Oh, okay.
and growing up, I have 3 older brothers.
Wait a second. Your dad was a Marine and you went into the Army?
Yes, well, he had passed away already.
Oh,
He was-
okay.
yeah.
So he wasn't alive to give you crap at that point?
No.
Okay.
But I honestly can say this: had he still been alive, he passed away my freshman year of high school.
Oh.
When I was 15, I lost both my parents the same year.
Oh, that's rough. I'm sorry, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Natural. My mom had cancer. My dad had really bad diabetes.
Okay.
So complications from that. But so I joined the military, and I actually looked at the Marine Corps first,
Really?
out of respect to my dad.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I didn't like what they got.
Sure.
The choices weren't there. And I looked at the Army, and they're
Right there.
vast, just all the choices you had. So
Sure.
I was like, I'll do the Army.
Right on. What'd you go into?
Military intelligence.
Military
Yeah.
intelligence.
And I had no clue what the hell it was.
Yeah.
honestly,
Right, because you're young and
the
dumb.
video they showed me at the MEPS when I was signing up, the video just got me. It was like helicopters and guys jumping off and
Yeah,
jumping
yeah,
on
the
and
cool-
flying.
the cool
I was like,
stuff,
yeah, I was like, I want that. Give me that.
Yeah. Did you get to do any of that fun stuff?
Actually, I did.
Yeah, right on.
Not right away, but much, much later.
Okay. Okay. How'd you get to that? Get to the jumping out of the helicopters?
Well, you go through basic training, and then you go to your advanced individual training, your job training, and it can vary between anything from like 5 weeks to a year. Mine was almost a year long. So the whole year of '95, I was at Fort Huachuca down here in Arizona.
Oh, okay.
And that's the Army Intelligence Training Center.
Yeah.
And so did our training down there. I was there for pretty much a whole year. I got there like end of January and left like mid-December.
Now, can you talk about the training you got?
Oh, yeah. It was a lot of it was like electronics.
Because it's all different these days.
It
so-
is, yeah, completely different.
Yeah,
Like we
you're-
were using analog. Like there was nothing digital back then.
So-
It was like we were using 1970s technology,
Wow.
training on that and still using it.
Holy smokes.
Mm-hmm. So
That's wild.
learn about electronics, and then they would teach you different intelligence gathering systems, which we were responsible for maintaining.
Wow.
So it was pretty cool. My first, like when I left there and I got assigned to Germany, my
What was
first assignment was really cool because I was assigned to a aerial reconnaissance.
Aerial
Air
reconnaissance.
reconnaissance. We flew like in planes at 30,000 feet, and you were
You were up in a plane?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is that like with the big...
no. These are like small, like
Okay.
Beechcraft King Air,
Oh,
like
right on.
twin props,
Sure.
like that. The
Oh,
little
yeah,
smaller
yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Think of it like you see them coming out of like Deer Valley and
Yeah, yeah.
stuff like that. Like they can hold like 5 or 6 people in them.
Cool.
But this thing was loaded with intelligence gathering systems.
Wow.
And it's funny enough now, all these systems that I worked on, they're all obsolete.
They're all
gone.
obsolete,
They're
gone.
obsolete.
Yeah, yeah.
They're all gone.
Yeah. Wow.
But it was like the unit I went to was it was specialized for like the Cold War. So they would do like surveillance
sure.
on like, because they were in Germany, so they would do surveillance on what was East Germany and all the old Soviet bloc countries and stuff like that during the Cold War.
Right. Because back then it was still sensitive, I would assume,
Yeah.
out there.
Oh yeah. They're watching us. We're watching them.
Yeah, yeah.
Just that was
Right.
just the thing there. But the whole unit was made up of like we were the maintainers, but there was a lot of linguists, language people, and all the people over there. They spoke language: Russian, Polish, Czechoslovakian,
No kidding.
stuff like that. All the languages that would be in
Now,
that.
did you learn any other languages?
No, I learned a little bit of German when I got over
Yeah,
there,
sure.
but just a little bit.
Enough to order beer and
Order beer. Where's the bathroom? And how do I get a taxi?
Where were you stationed over there?
Wiesbaden. It's just outside of Frankfurt, maybe about a 20, 30-minute Autobahn ride.
Yeah. Yeah. How'd you like the Autobahn?
Oh, God.
So much fun.
A lot of fun. Dangerous, but a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, my brother crashed. My brother was on however many episodes back, and he was telling me this story about when he went down on his bike out there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, went around a semi and caught the air or the bad whatever and just
Right.
went down. But yeah.
Ugh.
So you were in Army Intelligence. So what's your rank at that time when you're...
When I got over there, I was still just a private. I was a private first class when I got, and I joined the Army as a private nothing. Like I didn't have a stripe.
How do you work your way up in Army Intelligence?
Rank comes up to from E1 to your pay grades E1 to E4.
Yeah.
They come within years in service. So like after 6 months, I got private E2.
So it's like experience and everything.
Well, just time in service. Just
Oh, okay.
time limit. Like I hit 6 months in the Army, I
Yeah.
got promoted. As long as I didn't do anything bad.
Right.
Get in trouble or anything like that.
Okay.
And then at 1 year, I made PFC, private first class. And then after 2 years, I made specialist E4.
Now,
Now, that's guaranteed. As long as you don't do anything wrong or get in
right,
trouble.
yeah.
And everything after that, you have to earn.
Okay. So how do you earn after that?
Oh, it's they're considered like the first next one rank is sergeant, and then all the NCO non-commissioned officer rank sergeant.
What
staff
did you
sergeant.
retire as?
Sergeant first class, so I was a E7. I was a senior NCO.
How many people were under you then? Right, because isn't that once you reach whatever, you have people that report up
Right, yeah,
to
the higher rank you
Yeah,
have,
yeah.
You have higher leadership positions. So when I retired, I was the equivalent. Well, I had been, but when I was platoon sergeant. So I was a platoon
on.
sergeant when I was at Fort Campbell, right? Not my next to last duty station. So I was in charge of about 25 soldiers.
Okay.
But when I got to Fort Bliss, which was my final one, I wasn't in charge of anybody. We were a test and development, Army test and development
Oh, that's cool.
unit. There was like 15 to maybe 20 Army guys, and all of us were like late career guys, like officers and senior NCOs.
Right.
And about 150 civilians in this test directorate. It was awesome.
I'm sure.
It was like the easiest job I could have had to retire out of.
Right. Okay, so why'd you retire? Like,
Well, you do 20. That was
Yeah.
my plan was to hit 20, and anything after 20 is gravy.
right.
You know, retire with the pension, with the benefits, and I could have easily gotten out anytime I wanted to. I couldn't have re-enlisted. I
Sure.
chose not to re-enlist, but I just fell in love with the Army right away. It was like this is what I was meant to
Made
do.
sense,
Yeah,
yeah.
I loved it. I really did love it. It was cool. The cool factor really hit me.
Yeah. How do people go up? I would assume they stay in longer and they just keep going up in rank, or
Yeah, and then it comes down to like your accomplishments. It's
Sure.
like what's the word that's being thrown around, meritocracy.
Oh, yeah.
Everything on merit.
yeah.
It's supposed to be on merit.
Right.
Now I'll tell you right now, it's not always, but I'm a true believer that everything
Should be on merit. Yeah, that makes sense.
And the longer you're in, you get better positions. The Army's really good about moving you around, not allowing you to become complacent and stay in one place for too long.
So where'd you go? Like all around? Like where?
Well, I went to Germany in
Yeah.
'96, and I was there from January '96 to August of 2000. I deployed a lot to the Balkans for the Bosnia and Kosovo peacekeeping missions.
Oh yeah.
So I was involved in that a lot. That's like
what was that like?
very different.
What do you mean?
That, like in Bosnia, my first time going to Bosnia, that country had been at war, a civil war for like 3.5 years before
Okay.
we got involved in the end.
Oh sure. So it was pretty beaten up. And torn
Yeah.
up.
I got to go to Sarajevo like really early in '96, and I remember the city of Sarajevo, which is the capital of Yugoslavia.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I remember seeing it in the '84 Olympics. I was 8 years old watching the Olympic. I remember watching it with my dad, and just how cool the city looked.
Okay.
They had these two really tall, which I always attribute to like the European Twin Towers. They had these. I think it was the Parliament building
Sarajevo?
in Sarajevo. It was these two really tall white skyscrapers. And I was equipped, like I said.
How do you spell Sarajevo?
Sarjevo, I think.
There it is. All right. You can keep going.
And I remember seeing like that in the Olympics and seeing pictures of it, and it was just really beautiful sight, the city there. And then when I saw it, those buildings were not even half what they were. It had been
Really?
so much destroyed. Whole city had been destroyed much. For the last 16 months of the war, that was under siege.
And it's pretty restored now, though, I imagine.
Oh yeah. It's what, 20, almost 30 years now.
Yeah.
But if you look up the Parliament building, I think that's what it's called, the Parliament building.
Sarajevo. Here, hold on. Oh. I'm my own producer, so I can totally screw around with this. All right, the Sarajevo Parliament building. Oh. And what is the Sarajevo Parliament building?
Oh, that's like their government center. Think of it like our state capital, or like DC.
Oh, that one right there?
Yeah, I believe that's the rebuilt part of it there. But there was two side by side.
Oh, that's interesting. So you were over there. So
And-
what was your assignment? Can you
Well, that was what we were doing.
just peacekeeping and
Peacekeeping. Part of peacekeeping was like basically continuing what the unit's Cold War mission was, but down there, because once the part of the terms of the ceasefire and the peace treaty to end the civil war between the Serbs, the Croatians, and the Muslims, they created what was called a zone of separation, the ZOS, and
okay.
that was where the NATO peacekeeping came
Sure.
in. Basically, it was a big buffer all around, and making sure that they complied with all sides complied with
Right.
everything, and was keeping the other ethnic communities out of the other ethnic communities type of, so they wouldn't cause any trouble.
That's
So,
tough.
So that was just that we were basically a buffer in
So
there.
how does Army intelligence? How does that work with that? Like, how did that? They're like, hey, it's like,
You fly up top and
Yeah,
you
that's-
surveil
okay,
and
yeah.
you monitor any transmissions, and then you send it back down to higher headquarters on the
sure.
ground, and they send it out to the ground troops.
oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
Anybody ever shoot at your planes while you're flying around?
not that I know.
Not
of.
that
we
you know.
we used we.
Maybe.
It was funny as we used. Obviously, it's funny. I have I'm a veteran, so I have a very warped sense of humor.
Sure, yeah.
We laugh at it now, but we used to get lit up a lot, like with AAA batteries and surface to air batteries. We would our sensor monitors would come on in the plane. And stuff like
Really?
that. We called out, I was like, "Hey, you guys picking this stuff up?"
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
But no, I never saw a smoking telephone pole go past
Yeah.
us. But
Wow. Okay. All right. So Bosnia. All right. So what's after that? Where'd you go after that?
we were in our third tour there when Kosovo kicked off in '99, at the beginning of '99, like the spring of '99.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Kosovo was another former Yugoslavian country province that wanted its own independence from Serbia, and that they actually started fighting themselves. And then this one was a little bit more involved because next, instead of being peacekeepers, at first we started the NATO bombing mission there, so they were bombing sites there, and they sent us over there pretty much in the middle of the night. They picked us up from Bosnia and moved us over to
And
Kosovo,
just out you go over there.
and over there and started doing the same mission over there,
Oh, all right.
whatnot. So.
So how long did you hang out? That's like European countries over there.
How long did I hang out in them?
Yeah, how long did you-
Oh, I whenever I could, I tried to go as many as I could.
Okay.
I didn't get to do like a lot of the stuff I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I went to Germany. A lot of cities in Germany. Frankfurt was close to. Did that. I went down to Munich a couple times.
Okay.
Went to Berlin once. Went to Stuttgart, Heidelberg. Heidelberg was cool. Go to the Frankenstein Castle.
Oh right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh
that was
wow.
neat.
That is cool. Oh, that's neat.
Go up to like Cologne. Mainz was just across the river. It was the sister city for Wiesbaden, and they have
Okay.
the second biggest Fasching celebration in.
The what?
Fasching is carnival in Germany.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
it goes on like during the time like Mardi Gras here.
yeah.
It's going on over there, and it's called Fasching.
Really?
And it's just it's literally the same thing.
Just a big party.
Big party, and the biggest one, the second biggest one, the biggest one's in Berlin. The second biggest one is in Mainz, which is only 20 minutes away from where we live.
So you go hang out. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty fun. That's pretty good.
And I got to go see. Went to Austria, Hungary.
You went
Italy.
to Austria,
Austria, Hungary, Italy.
and are you doing missions over there when you go over there, or?
Yes, some work related and some personal
Right.
travel. Went to Amsterdam twice.
You went to okay.
Once professionally and once
Yeah,
personally.
There you go.
Literally went and did some training with the Dutch Air Force. Yeah. And
How was that?
that was pretty cool. We had to do, because we flew at such high altitude every year, we had to get certified in the altitude chamber.
Oh sure.
And that was the closest one that there was. Like the U.S. Army didn't have, or any.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
US
So they have to make an agreement with them. And
So yeah, it's a lot of partnerships over there with other countries and stuff like that. You do a lot of joint.
What's it like working with like a military of another country?
It's okay.
It's not bad.
It's not
You
bad.
kind of get used to it.
Yeah, you can tell that it's totally different and stuff like that. It's a lot of European
mean?
European countries are still conscription. So
They're still what?
do conscription.
What do you mean?
Like there's a law like when you turn 18, between
Oh,
18
yeah,
and
yeah.
24,
Okay.
you have to
Yeah.
do 2 years in the military.
Right.
And in all those countries over there, yeah, they still go by conscription.
That's interesting.
Whereas I think the United States, I have to check, but I'm pretty sure we're the only all-volunteer military in the world.
Wow.
I have to check my math.
But I
I'm
mean,
pretty sure.
people still sign the. What is it like when you're 18? You sign up for the draft or
Well, it's called selective service.
selective service? Yeah.
It's a law. It's required, but
right.
I did it. I'm
Yeah.
sure you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I was actually proud to do it when I turned 18.
Same
I
here.
was pretty
Yeah,
happy about it. Yeah, I thought it was neat. So, okay. All right. So, right, where else did you go? Yeah, Austria.
Oh yeah, Austria.
Wait, hold on. So where were you, like when 9/11 happened?
I was up back stateside. I was down at Fort Huachuca. I'd come back
Okay.
stateside from Germany in August of 2000, and I got stationed down at Fort Huachuca. I was an instructor at the schoolhouse that I'd gone through just years before to learn my
Right.
job. Now I was teaching it, and so I'd been down there, look, almost a year, just a little bit over a year.
Oh, you were an instructor at the
Yeah,
time.
when 9/11 happened, I remember I was actually in my classroom that morning because we had a very large class load. There was only 3 instructors in my section, and we had
Okay.
like 4 classes we had to teach at the same time. And so what we would do is we would come in and do literally 12-hour shifts,
Oh,
teach
yeah.
6 hours one class, and this is from like 6 in the morning till 6 at night, and do one class from till noon, and then the other class in the
Yeah.
afternoon, evening. And so I was in there that morning, so it was like I got in about 5 o'clock in my office and getting ready to start my class, stuff like that, and you hear a lot of
Everything started
everything
going,
going up. Like, people, a couple of guys I work with, busted into the classroom like, "Hey, have you heard?" And like,
Yeah.
"What?" And they're like,
Yeah.
the Twin
We're
Tower
attacked,
was hit, like
yeah.
that, a plane crashed. I'm like, "What?" And it was just amazing how so much misinformation was going on. Like, it was just chaos because nobody could get anything right with everything that was going on. We were hearing so many different things going on.
Sure.
I mean, we didn't have a TV, so we're going off of a radio in one of our instructor offices.
Oh, yeah.
And then guys that were in our building that were hearing stuff from the operation center there on the base
Right.
it was just like 90% of what we were hearing wasn't even true.
Yeah.
Like, they're talking about there was a truck bomb that went off at the State Department at the same time.
all right.
And then another one, there was like a car bomb at the FBI building and this like that. And they're shooting it out in the streets of D.C.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
How'd your job change at that point? Like, did you see a noticeable change?
Not right away. To be honest, after 9/11, there wasn't much of a change. A big change happened a couple years later with Iraq. When the Iraq war started, you saw a bigger change because that was going to be a more full-fledged war
Oh,
than
sure,
Afghanistan
right.
was going to be.
Yeah.
So you saw a lot more focus kind of went away because I'd left the schoolhouse, gone to Korea for a year, and then came back.
You went to Korea?
Yeah.
South Korea.
South Korea from 03 to 04. So basically, I got to Korea right when the Iraq war started in 03, like the day of.
Oh, wow.
And when I got back, everything had changed instruction-wise.
Yeah.
They were focusing more on doing a lot more soldier skills as opposed to learning technical skills and whatnot, because a lot of guys were getting pushed out right away, going to units that were going to deploy to Iraq, and probably some going to Afghanistan too. But Iraq was more the main focus in those first couple years.
And were you still training people at that point? or-
Yeah.
So your training had to like change on how you were training them, I suppose, huh?
Yeah, it was a lot different because for so long we just focused on mainly on the technical
Right, yeah,
aspect,
yeah.
and now
And now you're training more.
our command, our company command, and battalion command, they wanted a little bit more focus on the soldier aspect, so
Sure,
learning like
yeah.
common task skills that soldiers learn in basic training, but because of our training was so long, our MOS training was so long, you're
Right.
probably going to lose a little bit of that. So they wanted us to focus on that a little bit more also.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah, you had to adapt. I mean, it was the first time.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, two-front war that was going on the first time in however long, if ever.
Did you have what was morale like back then?
Morale was still good.
It was good. Okay.
I never saw a drop in morale
That's good.
any time when I was in, to be honest.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's good.
It's
Not even with different like presidencies and everything, different
no
administrations.
No, to be honest, no. And you look at it. I always look at it this way: we're all professional soldiers.
Yeah, right.
We're volunteer. We're all volunteer. We chose to be there, and we have a job to do.
Yeah.
And I always approach things. Everything I looked at everything is bigger than me,
Yeah.
and whatnot. How can I help the team? What can I need to do my job
No.
to make things go better.
See, that's a good way to look at it.
Mm-hmm. And I thought that I took that mindset, and I kind of just hoped everybody else did that was around me.
Did it take you a while to get to that mindset?
No, right
a,
away.
A young
I
94.
No, because it was like I said, my raising. It was like I was raised by my dad.
Oh, yeah.
How he was.
Sure.
He was strict, but he was fair.
Yeah.
He was very strict, but he was very fair. He still had the Marine Corps mentality that he. I joke with people. It's like it was like growing up with your dad. I was like, yeah, watch Full Metal Jacket.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's old school.
But that helped prepare me. When I got the basic training, I knew right away. Keep your mouth shut and your eyes and ears open.
Yeah.
You speak when you're told to speak, and you do what you're. And if people could just understand that, it would it wouldn't be this difficult. You would actually
Not so much talk back.
Yeah, it was just the Army's going to tell you what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, and how you're going to do it. Just do that.
Right.
Because you're no longer an individual in the Army. You're a member of a team.
Right. Yeah.
And that's
you give up your individualism per se.
And that's the whole thing about basic training is they break you down, they strip everything away from you,
Right.
and they build you back up as one team.
Right.
And whatnot. And it's a great thing. I wish more people would adapt that kind of mentality.
Makes sense. Yeah. That's interesting, huh? That's kind of cool.
It is. It is.
How'd you like Korea?
Oh, Korea was different.
Yeah?
It was. I didn't want to go, but it's.
You didn't want to go?
I didn't want to go. No, I was like, I had no desire to go to Korea.
Really?
That's number one. It's a 13-hour plane ride to get over there.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff
fair.
like that. So
Yeah.
I was like, screw that shit. But no, I went, and it's kind of it's a rite of passage. If you're a career guy in the Army, a tour in Korea is always kind of a rite of passage. It's a 12-month tour. It's called a hardship. You go alone, even if you're married, you're not allowed to bring your family with you, and stuff like that. So it's, everybody over there is familyless, whatever.
Right.
You're all by yourselves.
That's
so,
interesting.
and Korea is just an entirely different animal all in itself. I got spoiled with being in Germany for almost 5 years, and then go to this country, and just being very different. And with Iraq and Afghanistan, we're still in the early phases of that.
So Korea was before you went to Afghanistan, or?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, much about 8 years before.
So you did Iraq.
No, I didn't go.
Oh, you didn't go to Iraq.
No, Iraq and Afghanistan were going on, and
Oh,
over there.
right, okay.
And in Korea, it's like I said, it's its own animal itself because the Korean War is still de facto going
sure.
on.
Right,
It was only
yeah.
a ceasefire. They're still in a state of war with each
Right.
other, and so you still act like that. Like missions are 24/7 over there. Like everything is 24/7. There is no like downtime. There is no like that.
Right, yeah,
It's
it's
everything
all-
is constantly, and I'm still doing the same job like I did in Germany. It's the same type of unit now instead of
So you're still up in the air.
up in the air
doing-
and doing it. No, but now I'm not flying anymore. I'm on the ground because I'm a supervisor.
Oh, okay.
So I'm in charge of a lot of soldiers.
Okay. Oh, right. So you're. How many soldiers were you in charge of those?
Let's see. I was the second in, I guess you would call it second in command of the platoon. We had a platoon sergeant, and then I was what was the maintenance NCOIC, maintenance non-commissioned officer in charge. So I
Okay.
was in charge of the maintenance crews and the mission crews.
Oh, wow.
And so our platoon was like 38 people.
Okay.
So yeah, I had that responsibility.
What does a maintenance crew do?
These are like each.
Like the engineers and everything?
These are they're technicians, maintainers.
Yeah.
This same job that I did. So what we would do whenever we had on like constantly revolving reconnaissance missions.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so it was, like I said, it was 24/7.
Right.
So it was like never like one come up, come down, one come up, come down, like that.
Oh, sure.
And so that's why we had so many people in our platoon, so we could have crews out there whenever something was up in the air, crew there to launch it, recover it, and then when that next one was done, same thing, up and down.
Whoop. Yeah, we'll leave it. It's good.
Okay, everything
All
good?
right.
Here.
Yep, we're good. Keep going. All right. So, wow. How'd you like the food over there in Korea?
It was different. I tried certain things. I tried kimchi. And
You tried it? Okay.
I did try kimchi. I did not like it.
Did
I
not
tried
like
it once.
kimchi.
I did not like it.
Yeah.
I understand people. There's some people that love it. I did not like it at all.
Kimchi is the raw.
The cabbage and the
Yeah.
rice and
Yeah.
it's number one, getting past the smell is very hard. But I tried it. I was like, okay, I'm in the country. I need to try this stuff. I tried it. I didn't like it. I tried octopus
Oh,
raw.
see, I'm still, part of me thinks that those are still alien life forms.
Oh, that's a good, yeah.
Like they're very, very intelligent creatures.
Yeah.
And
They're very cool. They're
yeah,
good.
I have a hard time believing or thinking like they came, like they're, original inhabitants of Earth. I don't know why I think that.
No, that's a good, that's...
I don't have anything to back it up. I have nothing on it. It's just, yeah. And then I think I saw, what stupid show was it? Alien something. I can't remember. Alien whatever. And like one of the octopus. I was like, I told you. See, exactly. There. Anyways. So when you're on missions like that, what's the fear like? Or like, is there? I mean, you're obviously you're not infantry, so you're not like.
No, I'm on the front line.
Right.
Like that. But there is a risk.
Yeah, there's still an
it,
inherent risk for sure.
I kind of put the fear out of the way because
You got to do your job.
I want to do my job, and I don't want anything to get in the way of doing it, because if I don't do my job, I'm letting people down.
Yeah,
And
that makes sense.
and I did that. That was my mind frame a lot. I don't want to let anybody down. So
yeah, that helps.
yeah, so just focus what you're doing and kind of put the other stuff out of your mind. It does creep in there. I won't lie.
Yeah,
It creeps in, and then lots of time it would creep in afterwards and whatnot.
Like when you get back and you're like, ooh, hey, wow, that was...
Yeah. And, you just deal with it how you
Yeah.
can. In Korea, I dealt with it a lot with alcohol.
Good coping mechanism. I got you.
It's funny because they said the easiest place to get in trouble in the army or even in the military is in Korea. It's the easiest place to get in trouble.
Why's that?
Because of just because people get in so much trouble over
Yeah.
here, especially with the drink, especially when it comes with the drinking. It's,
And you don't have your family over
you don't have
there.
your family, so you're just like living. Even if you're married, you act like you're single. I've seen so many people do it over there.
Right.
I was single when I went over.
Sure.
But they say if you go to Korea and come back with the same rank, consider that promotion.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
because that's what the easiest way to get.
And did you do that?
I did that. I went over a staff sergeant. I came back a staff sergeant.
Good. Good for you. Good for you. Did you... Okay, so where'd you go after Korea?
After Korea, I actually came back to Fort Huachuca.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I came back to be an instructor again.
They're like, hey, come back, hang out.
Pretty much. I had that kind of deal worked out where they were like, okay, you're going to have to go do a year. Like,
Yeah.
It was like, okay, well, let me come back here. And I worked at that with my branch HR
sure.
office. And
Yeah.
they're like, okay, all right, you can come back. And I came back, but I was only there for 2 years. And then I ended up getting selected for recruiting.
Okay.
So the Army decided that it's like, you're going to be an Army recruiter.
You're going to be a recruiter, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that.
You know?
I didn't want to do that. I had no desire to do that.
Recruiting's hard, I think.
It is very difficult.
Yeah.
I found that out firsthand. But that was like beginning of 2006, and they sent me to Fort Jackson, South
wow.
Carolina. I'd go to recruiter school, so it was 3 months at Fort Jackson.
Yeah.
And came back, and then I was living in Sierra Vista, and there is a recruiting
Sure.
station in Sierra Vista, and I called my battalion headquarters up here in Phoenix and said, hey, I'm living down here already. How about you assign me to the station?
Right.
Like, no,
No.
you're going to come up here to Phoenix. Like,
That's funny.
I was like, okay, Army logic. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not going to get away from that. But so yeah, I moved up here to Phoenix late summer of 2006.
Right on. When did you go to Afghanistan?
That was in April of 2010. After I did my 3 years of recruiting, and that's how I met my wife, Charity.
Charity, shout out Charity.
Yes,
Hey.
shout out Charity.
Yeah.
Love you, sweetheart. That's we met when I was here. I was not recruiting her. We just happened to meet in a bar. I don't know which is better, but
That's funny. You didn't meet at Charlie's, did you?
yeah, we met at Charlie's.
Did you really?
We met at
Good
Charlie's.
grief. So many people I know have met at Charlie's.
That's
awesome.
I used to pop in there because it was right across the street from my apartment.
Yeah.
And I used to pop in there. My station was up there on Bell Road.
Oh,
on
yeah.
Bell,
Okay.
right across from Santisi Brothers.
Right.
The parking lot
Oh,
there.
Santisi,
Yeah, that's what we used to go do happy hour there on Fridays, me and the guys I work with. But,
Oh, right on.
But I started popping into Charlie's because they always had it decorated for Pittsburgh Steelers. It was a Pittsburgh Steelers bar.
Yeah.
And being from Pittsburgh
Being
and
Pittsburgh,
being a huge
sure.
Steelers fan, diehard
Yeah.
Steelers fan, I was like, I need to check this place out. And so I started going in there and just happened to pop in on a Friday night. And I think it was '07. And it was right after the smoking ban had been initiated. Yes,
yeah.
one of the worst days in the state's history. The indoor smoking ban was initiated, and so I popped in on a Friday night. It was like 9 o'clock. I just got off work, and I was like, I'm gonna have a beer before I go home.
Right.
Popped in there and get in there. I get my beer, and to smoke, you had to go out in the back. There was no patio yet out there.
Sure.
It was just that exit door that went out to the parking lot.
Oh, that's funny.
So everybody, what they would do was they would park their trucks up on the side there,
Yeah.
and then drop their beds.
Oh, yeah.
And sit there.
And just sit there and hang out.
and
Yeah,
smoke. And so I just walked out there, and Charity was out there with a couple of her friends and stuff like that. And one of her friends just was talking political stuff.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I heard her just turns like, hey, you're in uniform. What do you think about that? And I just turned over and I go, I just came up here to have a beer.
That's pretty funny.
And that's, and then went back in and I had a beer or two, and there was, they were doing the karaoke and stuff like that, and Charity sang, have you ever seen the rain?
Oh, yeah.
From CCR. And I walked up back by her and I called her and I said, that's a very good song.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we start talking, communicating,
chit-chatting.
chatting there, and it took a little while, but eventually we started dating, and then
Nice.
we left here in '09. I got assigned to Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kentucky. All right.
So found out about that and left there, and I think it was like September of '09. We left and picked up and moved. We weren't married yet. We were just dating and like that, but God bless her.
She
Love her
went
so
with
much.
you?
She went with me.
Dating,
Yep.
and she went with you. Good for
We
her. Wow.
picked up, and
That's
it's like,
tough.
yeah. And so I was like, this commitment. So this is us.
Yeah.
We're together, and this is what we're gonna do. And yeah, loved it. So thankful that she did that.
Yeah.
And moved to Tennessee, to the great unknown. I had never been to Tennessee before, or Kentucky, that area, and she had never lived outside of Arizona and whatnot. So
Really?
it was it was a new adventure for us, and we
Sure.
got there. We found an apartment, real nice apartment, and
That's good.
kind of settled in, adjusted. I
Yeah.
got to know my job there and what I was going to be doing, and it was really cool because the fall was starting, and she loves the fall, and all the leaves around the base are
that's a
changing.
good
Oh,
time
she
to
was
be out there.
Yeah, our weekends we would just go drive around the base and look at the leaves and all the wildlife that was back there. There'd be deer and all kinds of stuff all over the outdoor rec areas and stuff like that. But it was really nice. And then November 1st, I get a kidney stone.
Oh, whoops, dude.
Yeah, just out of nowhere. And then I was laid up for a month with that damn thing.
Oh,
Ended up having to get surgery.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, I had to trust the arm of the surgery. I had an
there
arm
you go.
surgeon.
Yeah.
But did that, and then while I was on the mend, found out we're heading to Afghanistan.
Hey, we're gonna send you out there.
Yeah, and so we had planned on getting married at some point. We were going to get married, but then
Sped it up a little bit.
like I told her, it's like, okay, we were already coming back here for Christmas. I said, you know what, let's get married.
Why don't we get married too while we're back there?
Yeah, I was like, let's go ahead and we're gonna get married, because I'll be damned if I'm gonna leave you back here by yourself with nothing. Like that. So we came back over Christmas, got married on Christmas Eve.
Right
of '09.
on.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Had just a little ceremony. Her parents, Charlie and Joanne, and Craig and Lori.
Yeah.
Were there.
Shout out to all them.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was really neat. And then headed back, and they sent me to Louisiana for training for a month down at Fort Polk.
Oh, you had to train to go up?
You had to do a train up. You had to go through what was the JRTC, Joint Readiness Training Center, and all units do that before they head off to
just to kind of get you ready for what's over there and what to
pretty
expect
much.
and everything. Okay.
Yeah. So did that. We were down there for a month. That was like literally right after we came back. It was like beginning of January, like 3rd or 4th, something like that. Down there for a month, and then back in Tennessee for about 2-3 months, and then gone for a year.
How'd you go?
Yeah, so we were together like 2 months for our first 14 months of marriage, or first 12 months of marriage.
Right,
we were
yeah.
only together like 2 months.
Yeah. So what'd you do in Afghanistan? Kind of the same.
No, this was different. Now I was instead of an aerial aviation, I was a ground tactical I was with the 101st Airborne Division now.
A ground tactical.
Yes. So we had, instead of sensors up in the air, we now on the ground. So we were embedded with a lot of the forward infantry battalions, companies, and whatnot.
Okay.
So we supported them, whatnot. So lots of times with with their radios, with their emitters, anything like that. My platoon was responsible for those guys.
Wow. And so you're relaying all the information or getting all the information.
Help make sure that they their communications stayed up.
Yeah.
They were able to send info back to us, back to the main brigade headquarters, and then brigade was able to send it out to them and whatnot. So there was no disruption of the communication lines or anything like that. Huh. Now we're all digital. We're no longer analog. We're digital now.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
But we were in Jalalabad, based out of Jalalabad, which is
Jalalabad.
Yes, that was the city. The biggest city that was close to where our operating base was, and really right next to the Pakistan border.
What was it like out there? Pretty rough.
Yeah. The mountains there, completely unforgiving.
What do you mean?
You look up, and you're like, there's no way it can go that high, and just how high the mountains would get, and it's a straight shot type thing. It's not like a gradual. It's like straight with craggy hills on the sides and stuff like that. The slopes and everything.
So that's why they always talk about why it's so hard to have a war there.
Exactly. It's called the graveyard of empires.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, it's the British Empire, the Mongol Empire, the Soviets.
I was going to say Soviets,
and then any major power or army has been defeated in that country.
Right.
You think after a while people would learn their lesson, but
they probably don't.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Huh. That's pretty wild. So you were out there for a year?
Yeah, 12 months. I was out there with a 12-month tour. Like literally, I set foot 365 days back on Fort Campbell.
No kidding.
Yeah, came back on Easter Sunday of 2011.
That's a good day to come back.
Yep, came back on Easter Sunday in a rainstorm.
All right.
It stopped raining just long enough for us to land. And
how do you travel back? Like, what do they send you back on?
Oh, I guess it was like a 737.
Okay.
It was actually like a regular civilian airliner.
Okay.
That's contracted through the DOD.
Oh, okay.
So I think it was like Omni International Airlines.
Sure.
That they'll fly only for the military and stuff like that. So yeah, just like a regular airliner.
That's kind of neat.
And when I left, we went from Fort Campbell to Ireland, stop over in Ireland, and then Romania, stop over in Romania, and then landed in Manis. I think it's called Kazakhstan. I think it was one of the stands that used to be in the Soviet Union in there, and it was a staging base that we'd been using for years.
Yeah.
And so we were there for a couple of days, and then they sent us down into Afghanistan and came back the same route.
Wow.
Yeah, that sucked coming back because they make you stay a whole week in Manis.
Really?
Yeah, it was like a decompression type thing, like that. Then once you going back, we're all still hyped up from coming out of
Sure.
So, but it sucks. Like we just want to go home.
Right.
It's like I want to sleep in my own bed.
So you probably can't discuss specifics, obviously, but the information, like the intel you gathered, like, did you know when it directly related to like a good, successful mission or whatever?
For the most part, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It had to make you feel pretty good.
It did. I was very proud of my guys. Extremely proud of all of them out there. If any of them are going to be watching us, I don't know, but
do you still talk to any of them? Ish.
Some of them. For a while, I did.
You kind of move on.
It's like a lot of them. Like we were on social media, like Facebook, and like a lot of them have been on in like years.
Yeah.
I know there's nothing wrong with them. They just aren't on it anymore. But I'm very proud of those guys. They were all very young, very, very young. Let's see.
You were the
youngest,
guy?
huh?
Were you?
I was the old guy. I was 36 years old. Yeah, the little bastards called me Grandpa.
There you go. That's funny. That's really funny.
But I took it as a term of endearment. So they were.
Do you know a lot of guys with like PTSD and all that?
Yeah.
Do they have any of them looked into what is that called? Man, I probably should have looked this up. Crap. I heard Rogan talking to Bobby Kennedy about it. Oh man, cannot think of what it is now.
Is it the medicinal marijuana or something?
No, it's like almost like a psychedelic, but it.
Oh, I think is that the shit that Aaron Rodgers takes? Hibiscus or something like that,
No,
or
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Okay.
That'd be interesting. The hibiscus.
something like that. Aaron Rodgers, he goes down to Brazil and does some type of Brazilian acid and sits in the dark room for 72 hours and shit like that. Yeah.
That could be.
Is that
I
Okay.
mean, it sounds because I know he talked to Aaron Rodgers about it too.
then that's
so-
okay. Then that's the same thing. I think it's called hibiscus, but I could definitely be wrong.
Let's see. Come on. It's on the tip of my tongue too, man. I cannot remember what it's called. But yeah, it's like a type of psychedelic drug for it. And there's a lot of really good studies being done about it. So.
Good.
Yeah.
I know some years back they started the
Ketamine. That's what it is.
Ketamine? Okay.
Ketamine.
All right.
That's
all right.
what it is. Yep.
I know some years back the VA started doing some trial programs with medicinal marijuana for
Yeah.
vets with PTSD, and I talked to a couple that had done it, and they said it was just amazing.
Night and day. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't. I hate the fact that they would be popping, loading us up on pills and stuff like that.
Right,
You know,
right.
I was on some for a little bit there before I retired.
Sure.
And it makes it worse. For me, it made me worse.
Yeah.
Absolutely worse. And I don't like that. Number one, I don't like being out of control of myself.
Right.
So I stopped taking it. But it's a lot better than, what way it used to be. Now you can get like the VA will assign, especially the one program I love is service animals. They will prescribe a service dog to vets, and that makes the world a difference.
That's gotta
these
help.
guys.
Yeah, that's gotta help a lot.
Yeah, because I mean, one thing is, PTSD comes from our what we experienced and all that, our combat experiences. But one thing that people don't realize is it's also the loss of that brotherhood that we have.
Yeah.
You went from every day, having somebody to your right and left and front and back, watching your back constantly, and then you get out of the Army and you don't got that anymore. And you went, especially when you've gone through 12 months of war with somebody. That's
Right.
That's a bond. That's a brotherhood that that lasts forever.
Yeah, can't be broken for sure.
And and you see that's why the rate of veteran suicide went up so much.
Yeah.
Because of that, but they found out these programs, especially when they get. I love the service dog program, and these guys they just needed something there, to that companion, that
Right.
somebody watching their back,
Yeah.
and whatnot, and that's lots of times that's what all of us ever needed.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
The service dog program. I can't remember that. I actually saw an interview with somebody that brings the service dog around, and that's exactly what they do and they talk about. So that's pretty cool. That's good. All right. Let's see if I had any other questions for the. I think that was it for Army. What'd you finish at? Like, where'd you finish out here, or where'd you finish?
Fort Bliss, Texas.
Fort Bliss, Texas.
In El Paso.
What'd you do out there?
I was part of the Army Operational Test Command. It was we were testing and developing and evaluating new equipment for the Army for purchase.
Well, good. That gets me into my next topic then, even though I didn't have this as a topic. So, did you test anything cool you can talk about?
Oh yeah, it was like a lot of it was like radios, communication systems, whatnot like that. They had a really cool one. They started using smartphones,
Because it's before it all comes out, right?
Yes, this is going through the test phase.
Right.
You got all these vendors,
Like the 5 to 10 years before it actually comes out.
Exactly.
For public.
Yeah, exactly. And you got all these vendors that want their these defense contractors that want their stuff to be bought by the military and stuff like that.
Oh, sure.
So they bring it out and they develop it and they submit it to the Army.
Yeah.
And then the Army looks at, okay, go through all the process of everything.
Right.
And then
they give it to the intelligence guys. And
well,
hey,
this had nothing to do with my MOS. This was I was in a unit with all different type of MOSs.
Okay.
And we would go out there. It was there was at Fort Bliss, there was the 1st Armored Division, and there was 4 brigades of the division.
1st Armored Division?
Yes.
That's like tanks?
Tankers, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Tanks, Bradleys, APCs, stuff like that, heavy armor. And so they had 1 brigade alone that was the testing brigade for this. And twice a year, we would go out to White Sands Missile Range for 45 days out in the box, and they would run war games using all this equipment that was getting tested.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, it was really cool.
That had to have just been so fun.
That was a lot of fun because we were evaluators, so we had free reign. We could go wherever we wanted to.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like so we did whatever we wanted basically, and got to go. We were giving a task, list of okay, go to this unit. Yeah, they're using this, they're using that, and do your evaluation on this and that and whatnot. And that's where our daily thing was. At night, we come back, we type up reports and resubmit them and whatnot. And that was what we did for 45 days. It was really cool. We answered we had a team leader. He was a major, and we answered to him. Yeah. And he was really cool. It was like, okay, just as long as you make sure you hit all your hit all your points, and you're good to go.
Right on.
But that was pretty fun. And one of the really cool things that I liked that they were using was a radio system, a communication system. They started using smartphones. So the infantry guys on their body armor, the team leaders and above, team leader, squad leader, they would have this system with a phone that would drop down, and they had a HUD, basically a heads-up display looking, and they could track where all their guys had been and what buildings they had, because they had the blueprints.
Oh, sure, because it's tracking them.
Yeah, on there. And so they would, if somebody cleared a building, they would drop what they call it, drop a chem light on their thing saying building cleared. So they already knew, okay, that building has been cleared. And so you wouldn't have 2 units going through the same area. And
that changes everything.
You could mitigate friendly fire and stuff like that. So it was really neat.
Wow.
I have no idea if that system is in use with the Army right now, but that was 10 years ago. So,
but man, that's pretty good though.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Huh. They were doing other stuff, like they had some vehicle stuff, things they were doing, new vehicles.
New vehicles?
Yeah, or upgrades to vehicles that were already in the Army inventory,
like communications and things like that.
Yeah, or just basically we'd gone away from Humvees to MRAPs and MATVs, stuff like that.
MRAPs and MATVs.
Yeah, the bigger gun trucks.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, Humvees turned out to be too dangerous in Afghanistan and Iraq because of the IEDs. Okay,
what do you mean?
No, the armor on the bottom, they would drive over an ID and would just blow right through a Humvee. It would take out a Humvee and everybody would kill everybody inside.
So they had to upgrade.
So they had to upgrade these systems like MRAPs and MATVs are much larger.
Hold on, I'm going to look up what this is.
And the bottom, if you want to say the hull of the vehicle frame.
Just like MRAP?
Yeah, MRAP. Yeah. It's an acronym. I can't remember what the acronym is.
Mine-resistant, ambush-protected vehicle. Type of armored personal carrier designed to protect military personnel from explosive threats like landmines and improvised explosive devices, just like you just said. All right.
So these things had V-shaped undercarriages that the blast wouldn't be absorbed directly into the vehicle. It would be expanded. It would be absorbed out. And a lot more armored.
So they look...
That's them. Yeah.
That's them. Okay. Wow.
And you have on top there, you either have a 50 caliber machine gun or a Mark 19 grenade launcher.
Did you ever get to shoot any of that stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
What's it like shooting a grenade launcher?
Oh.
It's got to be so much fun.
It is a lot of fun.
That's got to be exhilarating.
It is extremely exhilarating, and you gotta watch yourself when you're on the range doing it because it's so easy to get carried away when you're doing it.
Yeah. Holy smokes!
But it's a lot of fun. I've shot just about everything in the Army arsenal.
Is that right?
Yeah, the Modus, the M2 50 caliber, the 240 Bravo machine gun, the 249 SAW squad automatic weapon, the old M60 machine gun, the PEG. The 203.
Because you had to know how they all worked, I imagine, right?
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah.
You never know when you might
Yeah,
have it. So,
But
but
I
my,
mean,
my
also-
weapon was always was an M16. Well, first it was an M16, then it was an M4.
Okay.
So an M16 was basically, you know what an M16?
Yeah.
And then when AR-15s became very popular,
Right.
we had the Army version of an AR-15.
Wait, what's the M4? I cannot think of what the M4 is.
It's a rifle. It's an M4 carbine. M4 is just the Army designation for it. M4 rifle.
Yeah. Okay. That's right. Yeah.
It's made by Colt.
Yeah. Oh, is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. What's the coolest vehicles you ever got to mess around with? Or
I did ride on a tank. I rode on Abrams
yeah.
back in the 90s. Rode on it, not in it. I got to sit in it, but not with it moving.
Right.
But I rode on top of it. Other than that, just Humvees, 5-ton trucks. I was on an MRAP in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
But
Helicopters like Black
oh yeah,
Hawks,
Black Hawk, Chinooks. Yeah,
yeah.
that was those are a lot of fun. Riding a Black Hawk is really it's
got to be pretty fun too.
Yeah, it is. It's really fucking cool.
Yeah,
It is.
I'm sure.
Chinooks are not as cool because it's like you can get.
Wait, what's a
you
Chinook?
Get, Chinook is the biggest helicopter. It's the big twin prop.
I cannot think of how to spell Chinook.
CHIN.
CH. Oh, C.
Yeah. OOK. INOOK.
There it is. Okay, let me look at that guy. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
that carries about 20, 30 soldiers in it. It's also it's the biggest, also the fastest because they get those rotors tilted and they take off.
They get going pretty quick, really.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Man,
But
that's pretty
it's like you get seasick. You're in a helicopter, but you can get seasick because it's just constantly back and forth.
What's the how versatile are they? Like,
They're pretty versatile.
Yeah.
Not like a Black Hawk or an Apache or something
Right,
like
yeah,
that. But they are they're pretty good.
man, they look kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think wow, that'd be pretty fun to fly around in.
Oh God, yeah. Well, not for too long.
No, yeah. That's pretty cool. Wow. All right. Very cool. That's
Yeah.
a good career, man.
Yeah, I've done some cool stuff.
Yeah.
I did some cool things and been to some cool places and some not so cool. But I can't argue with what I did.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of what I did. I'm proud of my service, and I'm very happy.
You should be. Good for you, man.
with my career. And if I had to do it again, yeah, I would do it again.
Yeah, I imagine
and
so.
I wouldn't change anything,
Yeah.
no matter what.
All from a Pittsburgh kid.
Yep. Yes.
So- Are you a Steelers fan? Is that
I'm
right?
a big Steelers fan.
All right.
I'm a diehard Steelers fan. But I am not a what's the
The Pirates?
yeah the Pirates. I stopped watching the Pirates. Well, I started watching them again like 10 years ago. They did. There's like a 3-year stretch. They did
Right,
a little bit
yeah.
good. But I've been so disappointed. Sid Bream broke my heart in the 1992 NLCS
All right, yeah.
when he
92.
scored the game-winning run in the bottom of the ninth of Game 7, and just the year before he was playing for the Pirates.
Yeah.
He played like a few years for the Pirates, and he became a free agent, went to the Braves. Now Sid Bream is slower.
Oh, that's
than,
right.
He came from second. He scored from second to third, and the man runs slower than bread mold. And he still scored on us. That's
Pretty funny.
yeah. I was literally the rate of depression went up in the Western Pennsylvania area that night.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're big sports out there. What do you think of Aaron Rodgers going to the Steelers?
I would say I was shocked, but the year before we had Russell Wilson,
Yeah. Yeah.
but since Ben Roethlisberger retired, they are still trying
They're
to figure out
still, yeah.
trying to figure out who the quarterback
Yeah.
is going to be.
I think Rodgers, and I'm a Packers fan, so but I think he should retire.
I think he should.
I thought he should have retired after he left the Packers, honestly, but
Yeah, but it's like Brett Favre 2.0 with him.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah,
and,
it really
and almost look at he went from the Packers to the Jets.
yeah. Although he did have I think overall his career was probably, I enjoyed watching his career better than Favre.
I agree. Yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the best quarterbacks that played in the NFL.
Yeah, I always liked him.
Yeah, same here. The man could pull things off that
Yeah.
And you just think it's like you don't remember like maybe like his prime.
Yeah.
Time
In his
career.
prime. Yeah.
How agile he was.
Yeah.
And he could run.
Yeah.
Never would have expected that from him.
Yeah. And you're a big college sports guy or college football? Or?
College football. Oh, yes.
Who's your
college
team?
football. Oh, I have many.
Okay.
Actually, I have many. I have the Pitt Panthers because that's what I grew up watching.
That makes sense. Yeah.
ASU, of course.
Yeah. Here in Arizona.
Went to ASU and Charity was an ASU alumni.
Oh, okay.
So we were big Sun Devil fans.
ASU is always fun to watch.
They are. I'm glad that they're getting a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, their
hopefully
program's doing really well lately.
Hopefully they can keep going with it. Notre Dame. I grew up in Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
My dad loved Notre Dame.
Yeah.
He went to Pitt, but he loved Notre Dame.
Really?
Yeah. So I grew up a Notre Dame fan. Army, of course.
Yeah. Okay, I have a question about Army. Okay. Do they play regular games or do they?
Oh yeah, they're part of a conference. Well, no. Army's an independent. They're one of only 3 independents left in college football.
Okay.
So they don't belong to a conference.
Right.
But they play a regular schedule.
They do. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they mainly play like.
And are they all enlisted? Like, are they all?
They're all officer candidates. They're all officer cadets. So, getting accepted to West Point is like it's the most difficult school to get into. I mean, it's harder than Harvard. And stuff like that. But once you get accepted into it, you made a commitment to the Army. You're going to go through 4 years of school.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have 6 years of service post school as an officer.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And usually about their junior or maybe even senior year, they find out what branch they're going to be in the Army.
Okay.
They're going to be infantry, armor, field artillery, something like that.
Because so I know they have Army, Navy, or any other.
Air Force has a team too.
Air Force. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I did watch one of their games this year.
Yeah, the Marines don't have them because the Marines are actually part of the Department of Navy.
Is that right?
Yeah, they're a branch of the military, but they're not a department. There's no department of the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps falls under the Department of the Navy.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Next time you meet a Marine, tell him that.
No, I'm good. But it does make sense based on a lot of, what they do. Because they work a lot of hand in hand, I thought, from what I've seen.
Yeah, you have a lot. There's always Marines stationed on a naval vessels.
Right, yeah.
You will have a lot of that. And the Marines operate a lot more throughout the globe than as opposed to like stateside.
Right.
There are a few Marine Corps bases here, but not many. Same with like Navy bases. There's more naval bases throughout the globe than there are here in the United States and whatnot.
That's that's real cool.
And like the Air Force is the youngest. Well, if you look at branches, Coast Guard is a branch too. But the Air Force came out of the Army.
Yeah.
Because it used to be the Army Air Corps until post World War II. Yeah. And then they became their own branch in the military.
My granddad was tail gunner in World War II.
On the B-17?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So, I think he flew. I don't remember if this is true or not, but I think he flew with, his plane, they flew with the Memphis Belle,
probably that air wing, air group or whatever.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I still remember watching the Memphis Belle at my aunt's house, and he came out and he watched it for a few minutes. He was like, "Yeah, I can't," and he walked away. But then he came back out and watched a little bit. He kept, you know what I mean?
Yeah. He wanted to.
Yeah,
I'm sure it brought up a bunch of.
I'm sure. Yeah,
like that,
they had to ditch their plane in enemy territory, France.
Oh wow!
And jump into a different plane that they was just, on the landing strip, and then they flew that back to the base.
Tell you, they don't make them like that anymore. That generation was
they were tough.
Tough. They were the definition of tough.
Yeah, that's crazy.